Shocking statement when Sam Heughan admitted he wanted Caitriona Balfe to give him a son. On a quiet autumn afternoon in London, an exclusive interview with the film magazine Starlight takes place in a room filled with natural light, covered in soft white silk. Sam Heughan walks in with his usual confidence, his blonde hair neatly combed, his eyes as deep as the waters of a Scottish loch, but today, his gaze is a little disorganized. Caitriona Balfe is absent from the interview. This is the first time in nearly a year and a half since the premiere of the final season of Outlander that Sam has appeared alone before the press. The media is used to seeing them together. Even though they were just co-stars, they used to make a couple that was loved around the world. The first part of the conversation goes like any other normal interview, about new projects, independent roles, Sam's latest climbing trip in Nepal. But then the journalist, a seasoned veteran, gently changed the subject. Sam, if there was one thing you wished you could do with Caitriona, what would be the most important thing? The room fell silent. Sam smiled, as he always did to avoid seemingly personal questions. But this time it was different. He paused for a few seconds. Then, bowing his head, placing his hand on his chest, he blurted out the unexpected. I wish she could give me a son. The journalist was stunned. The tape recorder continued to roll, and no one spoke for the next 5 seconds. Are you serious? The reporter asked again, his voice dropping. I've never said this to anyone. It might cause a lot of trouble. But it's true, Sam replied, looking straight into the camera. Media shock. Soon after the publication, social media exploded. The headline Sam Heughan reveals, I wish Caitriona would give me a child appeared in every entertainment newspaper from the US to Europe. Questions, comments, and analysis from major fan pages. Are they secretly dating? Is this a belated public confession? Kat is married. Is there anything fishy about this? Kat was attending a fashion event in Milan. Reporters of course did not miss the opportunity. One of the Italian press approached and asked briefly, Kat, what do you think of Sam's new statement? Kat was surprised. She frowned. What statement? He said he wanted you to give him a son. Kat's feet stopped. For a brief moment, her eyes fell, her smile disappeared, and she quickly returned to being professional. Sam is a close friend. He has a very poetic way of speaking. I'll ask him again later. A hidden backstage. 2 days later, a source close to the Outlander crew anonymously shared with the press. They used to be very close. No one said it, but the whole crew knew they had real feelings. It's just that, because of work, because of personal life, everything stopped before it started. Some behind-the-scenes staff revealed that, at the end of the 4th season, Sam wore a small necklace, engraved with the name, Claire, Kat's character's name in the show, but did not use it for filming. He always kept it in his pocket. Like a private souvenir, the lighting technician shared. Fans were divided. One group believed that Sam was indirectly confessing his love, that he still loved Kat. The other group thought that it was just a clever way to promote an upcoming project. But everyone agreed on one thing. The statement couldn't have been a joke. Sam and Kat in the dark. A week after the statement went viral, Sam went completely silent on social media. No photos, no stories, no interviews. Kat also disappeared from the spotlight. However, a lucky photographer captured a photo of the two meeting at a small cafe near Glasgow's waterfront. Both were wearing long coats, wide-brimmed hats and dark glasses, sitting in a hidden corner. Neither of them said much. The only photo taken was of Sam putting her hand on Kat's, and she didn't pull away. That night in Glasgow, after the viral photo, the paparazzi couldn't get any closer. But according to a waiter in the cafe, they sat in silence for nearly 40 minutes. No one was angry, no one cried, but the atmosphere was heavy as stone. "Cat, I'm sorry if I made you feel awkward." Sam spoke first, his voice hoarse. "Why would I say that, to the world?" Cat asked, her eyes never leaving her cold coffee. "Because that's what I think about every time I see you on set. When you take care of everyone. When you listen, protect the crew like a mother. And I wish that one day, my son will have eyes like you." Kat sighed. Her heart beat faster, not because she had never thought of the feeling, but because it had been a part of her for so long. "Do you remember the night before the season 3 premiere?" she whispered. "How can I forget? At that time, I thought, if you said one word, just one word, I would have rejected Tony's proposal." Silence. "And you didn't." "I thought, that was the answer. A wind from the past. Tony McGill, Kat's current husband, is not an emotional person." But after hearing Sam's statement, and the photo of them holding hands in Glasgow, he couldn't keep quiet. An inside source from the record label where Tony worked confirmed, he cancelled an international tour just to return to London to meet Kat. The meeting was tense. The media didn't have any photos, but someone from the hotel security said the sound of the argument could be heard in the hallway. "You're destroying everything for a memory that died 5 years ago," Tony shouted. "That memory never died. I just learned to live without mentioning it," Kat replied coldly. "What about you?" Tony choked. "What about you? I never wanted to have children with you, but I don't deny what he said. Freedom is a price." 3 weeks later, Caitriona Balfe sent a short statement through her representative. "Tony McGill and I have agreed to live separately for a while to think about our future. We ask that the press and fans respect our privacy." The words were polite. But everyone in the industry knew, the rift was no longer temporary. And the only person who could pull Kat out of that emotional void was the person who had shaken her. Sam did not respond to any public interviews after that, but he posted a black and white photo of the sky on Instagram, with the caption, "Sometimes silence speaks the loudest. Sometimes, silence is the loudest voice." An unexpected turnover. Later that month, in a small apartment in Edinburgh, Sam and Kat sat on the floor, in the middle of a peaceful afternoon. No cameras, no lights, just the two of them and a question that had never been asked. "If you were free," Sam said slowly, "would you want to start over with me?" Kat didn't answer right away. She walked to the window, looking out at the changing trees. "I thought, if you had said that in 2018, we could have had a family. A boy, with eyes like yours, and brown hair like mine." Sam stepped closer, touching her hand lightly. "We can still start. It's not too late." A faint smile appeared on Kat's lips. For the first time in years, she let herself hope.